Evening, folks.
Hi there.
How's everyone doing? Today we are doing more Ludum Dare stuff. And today I've got Rex with me.
Hi.
So I think, generally speaking, we'll both be playing through the games at the same time. And we'll be chatting about them and giving our feedback. Hopefully we'll see a few people over from the Ludum Dare site again. Again, I'm not sure how many people will actually come over because YouTube doesn't embed to their website. It's only Twitch. But last time I think we got 7 or 8 people over, so we might see some Ludum Dare folks. But yeah, we're going to play through Ludum Dare games that were submitted. It's getting on for 2 weeks ago now. Ludum Dare was a 3-day game jam. People made a game in 72 hours. And we're currently midway through the rate and review process. So people who submitted games are playing each other's Ludum Dare games and voting on which they think are the best ones. I'm taking submissions today, so anyone who wants to give me their game to play can type, I'll do it here, can type !submit into the chat.
Hi, Rubik's.
And you'll get a link to the form so that you can submit your game. Got a couple people in chat. Hey Rubik's. Hey Daily. Hey George. Looks like Nightbot hasn't woken up. Let me make sure I've actually got that. Oh, that's working. There we go. Fantastic. Alright. Let's get some visuals. Not many visuals, but some visuals. Before we get any responses from anyone, because at the minute we're all up to date with games that people submitted. While we're waiting, there's a couple of games I wouldn't mind checking out. So last time the first game that I played on stream was something called Space. Was it Space Exodus? Or Space? Oh God, I don't remember. Was it? I think it was Space Exodus. Let me have a look. It was. Yeah, it is Space Exodus by this guy Euler, who was someone I started chatting to at LD45. He made this game Soundscapes, which I thought was very cool. And he's been doing a couple games in LD46. So last time I played Space Exodus first. I might check out his other game, Silence Please, now, just while we're waiting for people to filter in. So here is the... Oh, hang on. There we go. This is the link to the Silence Please page. I guess you also want to follow that, Rex.
Okay, give me a moment.
That'll just be in YouTube chat. Hey, Kostra.
Oh.
Keep talking and nobody explodes game. Do you mean like on the stream? Yeah, I've deleted it, I've saved it, I've refreshed, and it's gone for me. I don't know why it's there.
Oh, that's why.
In fact, you can even see on the stream right now that that box is empty for me. Just gonna go grab the stream on my phone so I can see chat.
I have to fix stuff.
There we go. Alright. So I'll give a quick read through Silence Please.
Hey, Fishy.
Hey, Fishy.
Hey, Kostrot. Didn't say hi to you yet.
So sleep is essential to health and mental balance. Hey, Tetra. Lack of sleep can make you sick and sometimes even death. But what if you want to sleep and have something that bothers you and doesn't let you sleep? What do you do? So it's inspired by old SNES games like Breath of Fire, Chrono Trigger, Zelda, Final Fantasy. There's many geek references that'll make you fight a lot to get a good night's sleep. Okay, so arrows to walk, Z to interact, X to drop. Okay. So if you scroll down a bit, there is a web version and a couple download versions on the page.
Okay.
I'm just going to use the web version. It should have a full screen option, presumably.
Oh, I'll mute myself for the sound. No, I'll direct the sound to my ears. There we go.
Cool. Alright. So let's take a look at this. Can't stay long? Alright, Fishy.
Okay, I'm gonna, after you've been working hard, I'm gonna start playing.
Yeah, so I'm at the main menu. This is a very familiar looking font, and I I'm trying to work out why. Why do I know that font? Is it in Pokemon or something? So, Doctor, you've been working hard. If you keep sleeping so little, you will die of fatigue. Go home immediately and sleep as much as you can for the next few days. It will do you good. This damn song won't let me sleep. I need to find a way. My health depends on it. Alright, time to get moving. This music actually reminds me a little bit of like old Pokemon soundtracks. Are you into the game, Rex? Are you walking around?
Yeah, I'm walking around in her room.
Alright.
I can't seem to find anything.
I'm gonna
to interact with.
I guess I'm gonna head outside. I couldn't find to interact with anything. you can't walk behind the building. That's funny. This building is clearly like on its side.
Looks like there's a castle in the center that has music. There's stairs.
Hey. Oh, hi. That's the tower where the notes that make up this beautiful melody are. Alright, well, let's go and sort that out, huh?
I've only found walk left, walk right buttons. Is there a interact button?
Z and X. Z is interact. X is put down. Okay, so I like that the music's louder in here, although it is very loud. Let's turn this down a bit. Okay. Alright, yeah, I've turned my browser down, it's very loud.
You know what, I think I'm gonna go watch you play.
Okay. So we've got the different notes of the keyboard here. You can actually apparently drop them
backwards.
Backwards as well.
That really irritated me. How do you drop it forward now?
I actually don't know if you can. Oh, you have to be facing left. No, you don't. That drops backwards. Is it the direction you're facing when you pick it up? I think the dropping backwards is just a bug. I think it's because I'm picking it up facing up. Drops it backwards? No, it doesn't. That's weird.
Okay.
Hey, Conquistadors. It is a musical scale, yeah. I'm wondering whether dropping them in order is actually a puzzle, or whether you like build a tune by putting them in certain places. But we'll put them in order. Do, re. Thing is, they also don't snap to a grid, so what the game considers in order might be a bit ambiguous. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, go away. Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
So, la, ti, do. I don't see do.
Sol, la.
Oh.
Well, do is just the same. That's the next octave. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. I would have said that's T. Sol, la, ti, do.
Maybe it's in different languages. It's different.
Maybe, yeah. Well, it doesn't seem to do anything. Let's just try bringing one with us. There's something a little bit Baba is you about just grabbing a block, like a note block, and bringing it with me. Like putting it down is gonna... Oh, okay, I just put a note in that box. A box. So I guess Do is in that box now. We work hard at the post office. We need to send all these boxes very far by the end of the day. People have weird names. I'm trying to work out if they're like anagrams or something. Elke, Cello, Leak, Lose, Leak. There was Japa, Can't really think of anything that would be except just Japan.
Okay.
So we put a note in a box.
Can we put another note in that box? That box looks full.
Yeah, I can't seem to interact with it again. I'm going to go into the other houses and see what we can see.
The serve bedroom house, which that was in the upper right corner. Oh no, it's different. The toilet is, yeah, it's in different shape. Somebody else's house.
Similar to our house, but yeah, there's differences.
Oh, I didn't think.
Hey there, Ruby.
Off the edge.
Looks like we need to go in the black squares on the wall. Do you mean the ones upstairs? I think they're just windows. These just look like windows to outside. I don't think... Well, we'll try. Yeah, I think they're just windows. There's more of this game than I thought there was, because this looked like the whole world, but you can actually go down and then there's more stuff there. Let's check out this house and then go explore. Mano, I'm single. I don't need to give satisfaction to anyone. I don't need to have anything, and I can stay in my pajamas all day listening to this wonderful song. So I guess no one agrees with me that, or my character, I should say, that they don't like this song.
Well, it's not that you don't like the song, it's keeping you from sleeping. Which I have sympathy for.
Waka waka, I'm very hungry. If you don't bring me something to eat, I'll have to eat you. Can I give you a note? Are you okay with a note? Is it just about finding places to like hide these notes so they'll stop making sound? Like we've hidden one in a box in the... Now I can do the second best thing in life.
Sleep.
Now, am I right in thinking that the notes I'm getting rid of are disappearing from the music track in the back?
I can't hear the track in the back because you're not sharing that portion for me.
That's a shame. Yeah, I think what's happening is the notes of the melody that I'm removing with these boxes
Right.
are disappearing from the soundtrack. That's very cool.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, can we go any further down here? I'm very poor. Do you have anything to donate to me? Damn right. Thank you.
Bets.
So don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but what will I do with it?
No.
Let me sleep is what you can do with it.
Let's go to the left or right.
How big is this map? Do these really just tile like... Oh, you're here now. Ooh, that is confusing. If I go to the right here, I end up at Eskimos. And then if I go up, we end up at Alien.
Let's go talk to the alien. Bet he'd like to know.
The geography is really confusing. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
This is unique, thank you. Does it say something? Yeah, Siri Cult. I think that's the Siri QT. Yeah, that's the name of the team upside down.
Seems kind of tedious picking up all these notes and then traveling.
Yeah, the walk speed's quite slow, so coming back and forth to the tower is a little kind of boring.
There's the hole. Let's go talk to him.
Is this a reference to buried things? Am I being really egotistical right now? I spent days digging for treasure and all I got was this huge hole. It's better cover up. I better cover it up before I get in trouble.
Pick up the shovel.
A hole. I don't think I can. No.
But we already put a note in there. That's kind of hard.
We're almost done. It's kind of fun just to hear those like last lingering notes that just occasionally hear in the music. Wow, there's hardly any C in this music, huh? It's really interesting, actually. I love the way they're doing the audio in this. Oh, have you covered up the hole now? Took some work, but the hole's completely covered. It's kind of fun.
Talk to the snowman? Yes, this fisher.
Can't talk to him, he's just a little Zelda reference. See, this lake will freeze, I need to hurry. Oh, brilliant. Can I chuck this in? Yeah, and if I come back, it's frozen. Let's go. It's frozen. Everything down here will be stuck for months. Ah, and we can walk on it now, that's a nice little touch. Wonder if something different happens if you give Ree to the Eskimo since Ree is a drop of golden sun. It would be cool if there were little...
here's a guy with a car.
Hello. Joy, the best idea I had was to build a time machine on a beetle. As opposed to a DeLorean. Car of time machine guy.
Okay. Wonder what that girl has to say.
The one at the top corner,
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, hi. That's the tower where the notes that make up this beautiful melody are. Well, time to go back to the past. I should have run into it before he left. Alright, well we got rid of all the notes. And now we can sleep. Finally silence. Now I can sleep. I'm too young to die. Tired.
Oh, I've been saying stuff but muted.
Yo.
That's probably it. No, there we go.
That's it.
It is it.
Nice, short and sweet little game.
Yeah. I guess the thing that's really cute in it is all the different places you get to hide the notes.
Yeah.
Also the fact that the notes disappear from the song. He must have written the song himself.
Yes, the guy that I have been talking to that works on these LD games, he's all about the audio really. So all the games that he's made for LD, the audio is like an actual core mechanic of the game, which is pretty cool. So the one I played...
Then you should probably... I'm sorry, you.
The one I played on Tuesday, you're like exploring space and you can hear the resources that you need to head towards. So you have to... And they have different sounds. The one that I played in LD45 was spot the difference, but the actual pictures, quote unquote, were completely black. You just had to mouse over and listen to the sounds in the different areas of the pictures and find where they were different on the left and right.
Hello, Ola.
Hey there, Ola. What were you going to say, Rex?
I think you should share the game and not the screen so I can actually hear.
Okay, it'll mean that I need to make sure I don't play any games outside of this window, but I can probably do that. I'm just going to turn the screen off for a second while I'm going through system stuff.
We get to rate it.
We do. I've been hiding the actual score ratings, but publicly giving a comment, so I'll probably carry on doing that. If there's anyone around in chat who wants to submit your game to us, by the way, exclamation submit in chat brings up. I'll pop it in here. Submit brings up the link, and you can fill it out if you want us to play your game on stream. Please be in chat when we play it. We want to talk to the devs.
Should probably review the games before we rate any one of them because we may be stingy or. What do you think?
Well, I'll give feedback and comments and stuff as we go. Like I said, the actual like out of 5 stars ratings on the things I'll hide, but the comment that I'll leave on the page I'll show on the stream. But I'll also put a link in chat there to the game that we just played as well. Silence, please. Yeah, so the gameplay obviously is fairly straightforward. It's just finding things to interact with and giving notes to them. It almost plays like a walking sim, really. You are just walking and interacting. So the gameplay is fairly straightforward, but I think a lot of the idea of this game, I'm sure it probably started with, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had a game where you could actually remove individual notes from the soundtrack, which I think is very cool. I think you could do something interesting with that.
How does this fit with Keep It Alive? I guess it's keeping you alive because you need sleep.
Yeah, it's probably one of the weaker on theme games I've played. Yeah, in the story, if you don't sleep, you'll die, but that doesn't feel like it's intrinsically
Really,
part of the game.
Killing the song more than you're keeping yourself alive.
That's also kind of true. Yeah. But yeah, usually just trying to get to sleep isn't about life and death situations. That feels maybe a bit shoehorned in. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's particularly on theme. Things being alive doesn't seem to be like if you took that out of the game wouldn't really be any different, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, so the game is pretty straightforward, but I do like that little unique thing of having the audio disappear from the soundtrack while you're playing. It would be cool to see a game where that was maybe even like more of a puzzle mechanic or something in some way. Ravy says
maybe if each person wanted a particular note.
Yeah, or like hiding notes in certain places had certain effects based on maybe the sounds in that area or something. Ravy says, I've not been on stream since LD. Have I had official feedback on Wavy yet? If by official you mean the place that it's come, like the actual ratings, we don't find that out for 11 or 12 days, I should say, sorry. We've had some comments on the page, though, a lot of which are very nice, and a lot of which are people pointing out that our game is way too hard, which is completely true. If you want to see how it's been doing, I'll put a link to that in chat as well. That should give you a link to the waiver page. Has anyone submitted anything to the form? We do. Ola has given us a game. Excellent. So we'll do that in just a moment. I'm going to rate Silence, please. Leave a comment, and then we'll get to your game there, Ola. So I'd say probably innovation and audio is where this game's going to get its highest ratings.
Right. 3 or 4 stars for each.
I would say so, yeah. I would say graphics are like above average for an LD. They're very minimal and pixel arty, but it's at least like consistent pixel art. A lot of the time, pixel art can just look very janky. And even though it's not like high def pixel art or stunning, gorgeous pixel art, it is at least a nice consistent world that you're walking around in, and it's not offensive to the eyes. So the graphics
3?
definitely service it. Theme, you're right, I don't think it's particularly on theme. That's, I think, going to be quite low.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Humor, I suppose there's a little bit of humor in like what the characters and things are doing when you actually give them the notes.
I'm giving that a 2.5 personally, yeah.
Okay. Mood, I think the mood is probably pretty on point. Like everything about the game works nicely towards it feeling like it's one of those old SNES games. The music, the graphics, the kind of dialogue that you're having with the characters, the fonts, their little references to things like Zelda and Pac-Man and a couple of things. It's all feels very like of its era, if you like. So I think mood is good.
Interesting.
Yeah, someone in the waiver comments did mention that they actually had a Dvorak keyboard. I was kind of amazed by that. But if one person got use out of the Dvorak keyboard in that game, then I'm happy that we put the time into it.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
So yeah, let's head down and give them a comment.
No, I'm eating a mandarin orange. Let me know if the sound of my chewing is mandarin orange is
Okay.
annoying on stream. Because I've been muting it up till now, and that's always problematic.
Do you forget to unmute yourself?
That's what I do.
So I really like the core premise of having the notes audible in the soundtrack. Dependent on the player. Did the game work for them? Well, they certainly didn't say that it didn't work for them, and I will take that as a good sign, Rubix. So the notes in the sound, the audible in the soundtrack, are dependent on the player. I do think that's very cool. The art style, music, fonts, and dialogue. I'm gonna kick myself about where their font is from. That looks so familiar to me. Oh damn. Do I use it in one of my games?
I'm not sure I agree that the font or the dialogue was all that entertaining on its own.
It's what I mean by it is just like those kind of short dialogue text box type interactions, like the one-sided interactions, do feel very of the era that they're trying to evoke in the game.
Fair enough.
They do feel like an old little RPG from one of the earlier gen consoles. Hey, Paco.
Yeah, I love that nickname, Parkour Disaster. That sounds very painful. But we're not playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. We usually play that on Saturdays.
I don't know why.
Today we're doing Sky did development in this game jam called Ludum Dare or Ludum Dare, and right now we're reviewing other people's games. If you're not a part of our Discord, here, let me get you a link.
Nice one, Rex.
This should pop up a link to the Discord in a moment. Our Nightbot is kind of slow. Join the Discord and you'll get announcements for when we're streaming and what we're streaming. You look in the README, there's a schedule. The times for Keep Talking have been, yeah, fishy. Nice job, fishy. The times for our streams vary. Hey, Eva.
Hey, Eva.
Yes, I don't understand. Right now, Sky and I are chit-chatting. In our Discord is a general chat room called Squadron Lounge. It's an in-joke, but anyways, people could talk there. I don't know if anyone is. Probably, likely not. But you could go there and see if you can draw some other people in.
See if anyone joins you. Yeah.
But definitely join the Discord for announcements. Lately, we've been doing our Catane streams on Saturdays around 12 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 p.m. British Summer Time, or I think that's 7 p.m. GMT.
Yes. All right, so the comment I'm leaving, I really like the core premise of having the notes audible in the soundtrack being dependent on the player. The art style, music, fonts, and dialogue all work well towards evoking the feeling of playing an RPG on an old handheld console. At the moment, the gameplay and interactions are all fairly straightforward, and the game functions almost as a walking sim. I'd love to see more of a puzzle mechanic around bringing notes to different areas of the game world.
Nice.
Thanks for the game. There we are. All right, fantastic. So
let's take a look at
silence, please.
Other comments I just saw.
You want to see other comments on it? Okay.
Yeah. How harsh other people were. All
right. Nice little game, bit janky but great job. Love the graphics and sound effects, so chill. A pleasurable adventure to play, polished and finished. That's one thing actually, the game was finished, which doesn't sound like saying much, but for LD, so many games just like don't really have an end to them. Because actually putting the like having a definitive start and end to the game, often you run out of time because you're still putting in like the game mechanics that you wanted to put in. Because that's the thing, right? With LD, you never put in everything that you planned to, which means a lot of people end up making the mistake of running up until the last minute of their 72-hour window, just trying to cram in as many of the things they wanted in as possible. And I think you do need to stop yourself a little earlier than that and go, well, we're not getting these 10 things in. But instead of this 11th thing that I also would have liked to go in, I should actually put in an end to the game. So it's nice that game does have like an actual, there is a playthrough, you can start and finish that game and there's an ending, which is nice.
Right.
The art is beautiful and consistent. What's impressive is the amount of graphic assets. This is definitely the big thing for me. I wouldn't say the art's like incredible. It's almost like developer art, really. But you can get away with that when it's consistent, and I do think it was consistent. There weren't, you know, except for the little giant. The Pac-Man was not in the same pixel art as the rest of the game.
Oh,
which takes me out a bit.
So it's so big.
Yeah, he was like, he almost looked like a 3D model. In a way, he was just like an image. He looked like an image of a 3D model. But besides that, everything else in the game was at least very consistent in its art style, which is good. Cool idea to lose elements of the music as you throw away the note blocks. Yeah. Cool.
You don't have to read them all. Certainly not out loud.
So we have a game submitted by Ola here.
Let's go take a look at it.
It's called The Last Guardian.
Oh,
do you know The Last Guardian is the name of an existing game, Ola? If you want to carry on developing this after Ludum Diary, you might need a new name. All right, I like the look of it so far. It's almost got like I don't know what you'd actually call this kind of animation, but that kind of South Parky like paper craft type animation. It almost looks like you've got layers of like paper or cloth on top of one another in the animation. That's kind of cool.
Oh.
Let's have a quick read through. In The Last Guardian, you're tasked with keeping the last tree of life alive. Keep tree watered by manipulating weather. Protect it by fighting invading monsters and growing fiends. Fighting invading monsters and growing friends. Yeah, it works, Ola. I like that style a lot. Rain clouds have various effects in this game. You better take care of your tree, the better it takes care of you. Controls are explained in-game. That's good. Gamepad recommended. I don't think I can gamepad, so we'll see what we can do. Game takes around 7 minutes to finish if you prevail. Tree of life, resource of life. Trees of life are a source of life everywhere. There used to be many of them, but then the droughts came, and with them, the monsters. An unstoppable army of the Lich King, and now there's only one tree left in the world. You have sworn to keep the last tree alive. You've sworn to repel the ravenous hordes, and you must gather the sacred acorns so the groves might be remade. I like the word grove. In The Last Guardian, you'll be doing your best to keep the last tree of life alive. Your only tree is all sad and drying up. Sing a song to the clouds. Overrun by monsters? Smash them with your staff. Somewhat overwhelmed or lonely? Why not grow some friends? Hungry and hurt? Just remember what does not fall far from the tree. Okay. So it's worst.
Looks like the cactuses end up being our friends.
The cactuses end the what, sorry?
3.2 engine. And seeing the cactus beating up on the sun. Or the cactuses. Oh, maybe we feed you see how that cactus beat up on that sun thing?
Yeah, I think he's one of our friends, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And there's an acorn, lovely. Made using the Godot 3.2 engine. Okay. So whilst space to attack, hold to summon nearby clouds to your position. Either plant a cactus, pick up an acorn, or pick up an apple.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm thinking the clouds are going to hurt those sunny things. Oh, share your screen or share the game with me.
Yes, yeah. Let me sort that. Hopefully this will work.
Is it making sound now?
It shouldn't be making any sound yet, but if I do this, then you should hopefully hear something.
Limbo of Wonders.
Do you hear it?
No. Yes.
Yeah? Cool, okay. Limbo of Wonders is the studio name, I guess. Limbo of Wonders presents The Last Guardian. Okay, Alt
I like
Enter
the font.
to go full screen. Alt Enter. Okay, trees of life are the source of life everywhere. There used to be many of them. But then the droughts came, and with them, the monsters. Is this just going to be the text that we've already read? I think it might be. I'm going to skip that. Just escape made me go non-full screen. I guess we'll watch it. I like the music. Is this real recorded music, or is this digital? This sounds recorded.
Yeah. Yeah. Really like the font.
Alright, fantastic. It's a nice looking game.
I like the fact that it's gamepad enabled too.
Yeah, that's cool. I wish I could play it with a gamepad, but that requires a lot of finicking on my end. I could at a push play a game with a gamepad if it only could take a gamepad, but I'd need to go grab some wires. Okay, so press E while on a pool of water. So you can only plant cacti on water. Okay. Rain waters your tree, excuse me, and keeps it alive. Also has other effects. Eating apples restores health. The tree will give you acorns from time to time. Pick them up with E. Do we know what acorns do? Do they plant cacti? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. So I've got one acorn. It did not go away when I planted the cactus. Oh. Hey, cactus friend, come help me out. Does he actually die, or do we just, like, keep him at bay? Let's put a cactus there.
Find more cactuses. You could use cactus friends.
Grab another
acorn. Our health. Let's water that tree.
Get some water on this tree here.
Or bats. Let's get more cacti.
Oh yeah, cacti friend's growing. Oh, he actually killed a bat. Okay, I guess you can kill things then. Let's grab another acorn. Doing well so far, I think. Get that cactus in there. Beautiful. Need some health.
Uh-oh, the sun guy killed a cactus.
Oh no. Let's get some rain back over on this tree, because I imagine it's going to complain at me if I don't. Let's get this here. Lovely. Another acorn. Let's go plant some cacti. How many cacti can I put in one pool of water? Is it just one? Yeah, just one. Okay. It's a really nice looking game.
I'll agree with that.
It's real music, but not by you guys. Is it just royalty free stuff? Do you actually take contact damage from enemies? I want to test that. Get off my tree. Wait. Yeah. Right, let's get some water back over. So when does the game end? Is this on a pure timer?
I'm thinking it might be 10 acorns, but the bat.
Yeah, is it an acorn level? Oh, he charges up, but you can knock him out. And he also gets electrocuted, I guess, because he's made of metal. Okay. This pool just got bigger. So, does water grow cacti faster if I bring some clouds over it?
That's what Rubik said. Oh, there's a sun hurting our tree.
Not for much longer. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, but we're
getting some water over
on health.
It's nice.
Oh.
I'm having to balance a few things in this game, but it's not like... It's nice that it's actually balanced well, because actually having time to, like, check that you're... Oh, there's a big wave of bats coming at us. Yeah, having time to check in an LD game that, you know, if you've got like 3 different elements that you're balancing, that they're all balanceable with a nice level of difficulty. It does take some time. Often you'll find games where whoa, he goes
Oh,
far.
that was a big move.
Jeez. He's getting shocked.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, we're not doing well here. Gonna go get a cactus quick.
There's an apple.
You stand still while you're bringing clouds over, so it's a risk. Ooh, that cloud saved me.
Oh, our tree is hurt.
That tree is very hurt. So my cactus, no! The bigger the puddle, the faster the cactus grows. Nice, okay.
Let's give that another go.
Nice, yeah. It feels like a good difficulty level. I don't feel like I'm being overwhelmed until the end there, but to be fair, I don't think I played the end very well.
You need a lot more cacti.
Towards the end, I started like going further away from the tree just to see if there's anything out there, but I think you do want to stay closer just to be able to keep on top of like making cacti. It actually seems like a good idea to keep making cacti just in this one puddle and keep on top of it. Let's get some more water over here.
You don't need that apple.
No, I'll take the acorn there. This feels like a stronger start. Let's put you there.
That does we know more about.
We've learned, Rex.
No, we're getting smarter.
Alright, let's go grab our acorn. Don't even need to attack anyone. Let my cacti deal with it.
That big puddle to the north, we can plant another cacti.
I'm gonna do a little cactus run here. One there, one here.
Our tree needs some help, though.
Get one here. Oh, good shout, Rex. Thank you. We got tons of friends around now. You did the art yourself. This is really nice all the way, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Alright, our tree's looking healthy again. You saved us, Rex. Oh, right, we want clouds on this guy. This guy gets shocked by clouds. Let's get our clouds on the tree here. All hands on deck. Yeah, nice. That's a really nice little touch that clouds have a different interaction with different enemy types. This is a really nice polished game. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A few different enemy types that you do deal with genuinely differently. There are different strategies to dealing with the different enemy types. Like, it's not just arbitrary. It's not just a case of, oh, this enemy's got some more health. You know, it's like, oh, this enemy, I need clouds to deal with.
Oh, you're building this puddle up.
I'm trying. Clouds are all quite far away right now. Let's build up this one.
Tree's looking hurt.
Oh, thank you, Rex. I do need to keep an eye on that. So this looks like a telegraphed, like a wave almost. Like bats come at you at this wave. So that's kind of nice as well. It's like, it's not just random. There's some design to when enemies come towards you. So I do have different situations to deal with. There's a...
Well, he says now we have a proper army.
We do. We've got cacti everywhere.
There's one of the guys that's...
Gonna try and bring some clouds over here. Kill two birds with one stone. Oh, they've already dealt with them. Alright, that's acorn number 9. The sequel to Mambo number 9.
Oh wow, here's another big wave.
We're doing well growing cacti in this puddle right now. I'm gonna try and keep it up.
Right. I think you're right about that.
That is acorn number 10. The question is that going to end the game? No, it keeps going. Hey there, it's you boy.
Wow. Big army.
Nice healthy tree as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do the cacti grow at all without water? I guess they don't. It looks like they actually are dormant unless they get some water. Got a couple suns coming at us. What's also kind of nice is I can almost use myself as bait here. So while they're targeting me, I can let my cacti deal with them. There you go. And they're not attacking the tree.
Only says they don't grow in tiny puddles.
Got you. Okay, we need some water over
Yeah,
here.
get your tree healthy, yeah.
So what is the win condition on this, Ola? I kind of want to go and explore.
Hello,
But...
Hud.
Hey, Ohad. I do want to go and explore the world, but I feel like I'm going to immediately lose if I try and leave. Nice. Nice. Defeat all waves. Okay, so it's just appeal time. Cool. Oh, and speaking of which, there we go.
Nice.
Acorns you gather will seed the world with life once more. Awesome.
Nice. Really like that
You
game.
got 12 acorns. Yeah, that was cool. That was nice. It's got a decent length to it. Like 7 minutes for an LD game is nice. I'd say like maybe for a full game, 2 or 3 is more average. So yeah, really nice art. Nice gameplay.
I like that we can play it in a web browser. That's a shame
nice.
yours doesn't do that now that I think of it.
Yeah, there are actually reasons that ours doesn't, and it's because my code is so awful. Can we not exit the game? I guess it's because it's the web version and not the actual install version. Let's get out of this. That was really nice. Hey, Jay the guy. Alright, let's go do some rating.
Okay. Hey Jay the guy, how are you doing?
Why am I getting Discord pings? Oh, it's this. Okay. Alright. Let's put a couple scores on. Definitely on point with the theme. Really like the graphics in that game. That's a very nice looking game.
Yeah.
Mood, I would say, is like spot on. It's got a very
Yeah, I
nice
agree with that.
atmosphere to the game that everything works well towards. There's nothing about it that feels off.
Humor, I give it a 3.5 to 4. Maybe 4.
I was actually gonna. I was gonna leave the humor off because
Okay.
nothing felt particularly humorous about it. I didn't think it was a game that was trying to be funny.
Okay.
But me leaving a humor rating off doesn't mean it's like it doesn't balance a 0 stars in the average. It just ignores it in the average. So I might not rate on humor. Yeah, overall, a really nice game. Thank you very much for submitting that, Ola.
Yeah. Boy, a lot of comments too.
Yeah, you've got like 100 ratings, I think. Ratings received 106. Wow. Good going. Alright, back on stream. Perfect. Alright.
Now, I wouldn't have known that to grow cacti, we needed bigger puddles. Probably said that, I just didn't notice. But I did.
I don't think it did. However, the way I read the game instructions, to me, it almost sounds like the game wants you to explore with what the clouds do. Like, the game specifically just says, like, clouds water your tree and other stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, so clouds do things. Let's try and find out what the secrets of the clouds are, if you like. Because it's also not mentioned that clouds will thundershock the electric guys. It's just like a nice little reveal when you find out that they do that. So I think the idea
Well,
is
I
just
thought
that
I saw that in his moving GIF or the what he had on the title page.
I'm sure there'll be things on there, but like taking the game as a, just a game in and of itself. I don't think there's a problem not saying what the clouds do. I think that's part of the appeal is finding out what it is that they actually do.
Mm-hmm. Definitely enjoyed that one a lot more than the previous one.
So far, I've said really nice art style. Gameplay was a lot of fun. I like the attention to detail. Different enemy types weren't as straightforward as simply having different healths or speeds, but there are also different strategies to beating them. I like the clouds.
I like the fact that. Go on.
I like the clouds have more than one use, and there's a trade-off in deciding where you want them at any given time. What were you going to say, Rex?
I like the fact that the cacti were autonomous.
Yeah, that's actually kind of fun. Building up your own little army is a lot of fun. Let me say that.
Mm-hmm.
Constructive criticism. I think it was just a really solid, polished entry. There's nothing that while I was playing it, I was thinking, oh, this definitely needs changing to make it a better game.
Once we had a huge army, it was easy.
I suppose that's maybe one thing. Yeah, the balance could get a little more tricky.
Fighting wasn't really the strategy; it was building up the army. In the first playthrough, we thought fighting was the strategy.
Yes. I think maybe the reason our army was getting so big is because we were very easily making cacti in the same single puddle and not having to go to the others. So maybe giving the player more of a reason to have to go around and plant in different puddles. Maybe you have more than one plant type and they only grow in certain conditions. So you have to go and explore the map to find different places to plant things. Could be an interesting way to change things up. I'll put that down as my one constructive criticism.
I will say it was funny to me that cacti need a lot of water to grow.
Well, cacti need water in the first place, and then once they've got it, they just store it for a long time.
Yeah, I like the fact that the cacti had arms and looked like critters.
They remind me a bit of Cactuar from Final Fantasy.
Don't know that.
He's cute.
And thank you for coming here, Ola.
Yeah, thanks for submitting the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen. You're new to our stream. I don't know how you found it. How did you find it? Hey, Ginger.
Hello, Ginger.
Oh, okay. I guess you made a blog post, Sky.
Oh, did you ask how well I found us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a post up on the Ludum website that we were going with.
Nice. Welcome to our stream. I'm gonna post a link to our schedule, and you can see if any of these things make sound interesting to you.
Alright, so the second bit I've written is, if there was to be a post-LD version, it would be really neat if you could grow them more than one kind of plant, and different plant types grew in different conditions, incentivizing map exploration. By no means is this a complaint, though. The amount of content in this for an LD game is great. Thanks for the game. So there you go. There is your rating comment. Thank you very much for that, Ola. And we'll let me put a link to this back into chat if anyone wants to go and play The Last Guardian, sequel to Shadow of the Colossus and Eco. There is a link in chat. have we had any more submissions? We haven't actually. That's the only other one. So the next game I was considering playing just for shits and giggles was Niz and I have spotted at least 2 other Mexican wave simulator games in this LD, and I thought it might be quite fun to go and play those as well. It feels like we should. We've got brothers in arms also making Mexican wave simulator games. So I might try those. Let's see how we can actually find these. So Ludum Dare 46, the wave. Wave teaches typing, I guess it's that.
Oh wow.
Yes, so this is one.
Wow, it looks like it's just like you. Damn it all.
And then this guy down here, this guy, he made a Mexican wave game as well. Wave Machine, there you go. So these are 2 other Ludum Dare 46 Mexican wave games, which is very funny. So while we have no other suggestions for games, I'm going to try out these ones. And in the meantime, we'll keep an eye on this form and see if anyone else wants us to play anything in particular.
Okay.
A real sequel to Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, that was probably better than the actual Last Guardian. Ooh, shots fired. Yeah, if anyone's in chat who has a game that they want us to play, ! Submit will take you to the form, and we will happily play your game on stream. Okay, so let's try out Wave Teaches Typing. I don't know what to expect from this one, really, because they've not played any other Ludum Dare games. They've rated 1 game, and they've only received 4 ratings, which is not usually the best sign, to be honest. You tend to see that the better Ludum Dare games are people who are really engaging with the community and going out and playing lots of other LD games. I think a good example is that Ola has played... She had like 106 ratings, and I think she'd played around that many as well, which is a crazy amount, but that's good going.
Yeah, it is.
So let's have a quick read of this. Wave Teaches Typing. Use your typing skills to keep the wave alive. Type each letter as the wave passes it to hold up that sign. Time it right for the most points. Can you beat all 5 levels? Use the mouse to select a level. Use the keyboard to type in each letter at the right time. It is weirdly similar, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's only 1 letter. One guy stands up, and they tell you which letter to hit for that one guy.
Yeah, that's so it's not laid out like a keyboard, it looks like. It's just...
No.
You just type the words. Okay. All right. Let's see how we go. I guess we start with the tutorial. I'm not hearing any audio here. I don't know if they're actually rating themselves on audio.
Yeah, neither am I, but...
Okay, so you can see the keyboard letter that you're pressing down on the icon on the bottom. Okay.
I like the art.
Let's give this a go. I'm ready.
Type in H as it goes by. Nice. Perfect.
The wave carries on for ages after you've typed the word.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I can't spell salad, apparently.
Salah. There's no score.
At the moment, it doesn't look like it. I'm wondering whether there's one at the end. Are we almost done already? Is this... Because it looked like there was...
Yep.
What,
one word per round.
6 rounds or 5 rounds?
5 rounds.
The words haven't got very long. We're still on 4 letters.
No. think they were going a little faster in the end, but not really much.
Nero's not here today, Mario, but I'll pass it on.
Oh, here's round 6. You sure know you're typing there, Scott.
I guess that's why we made a waiver, huh?
I thought there were only 5 rounds, but
maybe that was just the first page of
apparently
rounds. I will say the art is very busy. There's like a lot going on in the crowd, and it is actually making it for me a little hard to follow where the wave is up to with my eye.
it's a big crowd. I like to fade in and out with a circle. I do wish there was a roar of the crowd. Well,
Oh, we did pretty well. 47
that's level
perfects,
1.
2 nices and 1 miss. It's just level 1. Okay, are we going to bump it up and just go straight to the last level and see how we do?
Well, go to the menu, yeah.
Let's go 1, 3, and 5, and we'll see how we get on with them.
Mm-hmm.
Quiche. I like quiche. Was I really that off with that? That didn't feel off. Jeez.
Suddenly.
What's weird is like I know I could touch type these under normal circumstances, but the fact that the game is artificially slowing your typing down actually almost removes the muscle memory from your hands to actually type the words, which is really weird. These feel way more difficult to type than it would be if I was just doing it at my natural typing speed. It's actually kind of an interesting dynamic for the game. My timing's also way off here, but I'm kind of struggling to even tell when the wave is at the letters. I think I'm also going to stop looking at my keyboard because I think I'm actually doing worse when I look. Yeah, that's way better.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
It may also help to hit space on the gap, because obviously you don't have to hit space. But I think just hitting space on the gap to keep the rhythm up, it might be helpful as well. All right, let's see what this last wave is all about. This last level. I'm completely guessing at the timing on this. Ooh.
Nice.
I think I was actually ahead of it there. Oops. This feels like almost typing at natural speed, which is almost helpful.
I like that the letters drop down.
If you missed them. I don't know if I can. Actually, that one went alright. Is this a Bill and Ted reference? Yeah, I feel like I'm not playing it very rhythmically, which is a comment on me, not the game. But yeah, I do quite like it actually. That's a fun typing game. I think the difficulty scales quite nicely as well. There's no music. It would be nice if there was like a bit more audio going on.
I'll be right back.
No worries, man. I'll give this a secret rating. can come back in. I've still not got any more responses to the form, so it looks like it might be a shorter stream today. But the next one we're going to play is Wave Machine here. Let's have a little look through. So keep the wave alive as long as you can. Wave Machine's a rhythm game inspired by the Rhythm Heaven series. Use any button to interact and try hitting the notes when the white bar is right on you. Timing can be a little finicky. If you aren't hitting notes, try pressing the button slightly early. Okay. Okay. So it's just a web version, it looks like. There's one that's not green on the list. These guys from earlier, they submitted their game yesterday, but they weren't around in stream to play it. And I want the devs to be here when I play games. I want to be able to talk to them.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey Rex. So we're going to try out Wave Machine. I've still got one, mate, cheers. Made by Simon 101 by LCS. Alright, press any button. Looks like people are doing a wave. I like his little his elbow nudge animation. You know how to do a wave, right? It's easy, just press any button when the white bar reaches you. Best part is, the wave is in time with the music. Don't let the visuals distract you too much. Remember, keep the wave alive. I like the graphics for this game. I like the kind of psychedelic rainbowness. And the little, ooh, this little camera bump is nice as well. I feel like I'm actually hitting this ahead of the music. The wave feels like it hits me before the music does. It's nice that the wave comes at you from two directions.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice. You can't see my guy.
New song?
Oh. That was a weird beat to hit at the start there. The one thing I will say is, because waves can come from two directions, when it went into that spotlight, I was hitting notes that it wasn't asking for because I thought there was a wave coming at me from the direction I couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd actually need two spotlights, one on the left and one on the right, just so you knew specifically when there was a wave coming. Unless I guess you're just supposed to assume that if you don't see the wave through the spotlight, there's definitely not a wave happening. Where's your any button, Sky? My keyboard is missing it. Okay, not bad.
That's pretty cool.
Not bad. Thanks so much for playing. Don't forget to leave a rating. So it's just that one song, I guess. That's nice though. It's a nice little game.
Yeah. Really wasn't fond of the spotlight mode myself. The realism of the waves coming from both sides was... No. It was funner for...
Also, the waves did end immediately after you took part in them. They only went one guy further than that. But
yeah, that was fun.
Hey, it's fun to do that, to be able to actually hit waves from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It's a cool little game. I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to give it a rating. The sprite variation, yeah, there's some laid back, some are like panicked. Some have got their hands on their head. This is a bit. Oh, I guess the music has been created for the game. I was thinking they were trying to rate themselves on music that they'd just got off SoundCloud, but even though it's on SoundCloud, I guess that was still part of the dev team. Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm down with it.
I think I would have given it half a star less on every category. But
I guess I mean, yeah, I'm being relative to the fact that it's a game made in literally 3 days. So, yeah. It's also kind of relative to the average LD game that I've seen as well. Because I've played tens of games in 5 different LDs now. So you do, after a while, start getting a sense of like what the average person makes in a game jam.
Right. So
you can compare it to that. It gives you a good sense of the kind of ratings you want to give. I also really like that on the... let's bring this back up for a sec. So very subtly on the rainbow columns here, they actually get darker towards the top, which is really nice. I like the little gradients. Like these guys at the bottom are pale, and then as you go up the columns, they get brighter. That's fun.
You notice that mostly in that second column, the blues.
Yes, that's very obvious in that one. And the oranges here, it's very obvious.
Yeah. That is nice.
Cool. So yeah, we've not got any more games submitted, so I don't know how long you wanted to...
And you've reviewed all the green ones already.
Yes. This guy put his game into the submission, but he isn't here, and I don't want to play games with the people on here. So, yeah, that's the end of our submission list. I guess I'll finish up here then.
Okay.
It's a fairly short one today, but there you go. If anyone hasn't played Waver, I'll put a little link in chat if you want to play our LD46 game. We're also continuing development of it, so keep an eye on the Discord channel if you want to see how we're getting on continuing to make Waver. The plan is to have a full and complete game by the end of maybe May, maybe a bit more. So yeah, we're keeping up with Waver. We'll see how we get on with it. But thank you for tuning in, everybody, and I'll catch you all next time. What's going on for streams in the near future, Rex?
Yeah, there we go. I was hoping you'd say that. Tomorrow is Pinball Day. I've got 96 tables to choose from, and the viewers help me pick. Saturdays are Catane Day. Everyone knows Catane. Everyone loves Catane. Sunday, Puppy does something. Actually, Sunday morning, Puppy does something in Pacific time, but Puppy does something, a lot of afternoons actually after work these days. In the afternoon on Sunday, I'm doing Mario Rabbids Kingdom Crash. It's a turn-based strategy game, a little similar to XCOM, only with Mario. Monday is our open day. We don't know what's going on Monday, but lately we've been doing things. Tuesdays and Thursdays are Sky's day to do something. Do you have any ideas what you're doing on Tuesday, Sky?
Not a clue.
Not a clue is right. Wednesday I'm doing Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, and this is the game that I'm really hip on, really loving it. I have 5 different blades, like ninjas, I control, each of them with different abilities, and it's a tactics game. Wednesday I normally do an action game, but I chose this one, and it's really a great game, but it's not really an action game. It's a lot of fun. It looks pretty too. Come check that one out. I'm really digging it. Then Thursday, like I said, is Sky's Day, and this is Sky's Day.
Yeah. That brings us around. And hopefully at some point in the near future we'll have a 24-hour stream as well.
That's right.
That we still need to organise a new date for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll sign off, and we'll see you all tomorrow for Rex's stream.
And Saturday for Catan.
Saturday for Catan. Catch you later, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.